Scott. Scott, they are literally cheering for their own extinction. Yay, we can get gravely ill. What is that?
Well, I think there's a conflation of two issues here. One, the idea that we're being suckered into taking a vaccine. I mean, that's an asinine comment. I mean, the vaccine is available, and anyone who wants it can get it. I chose to be vaccinated myself, and I think people should do that. So the idea, to me, to promote the idea that we've been suckered into it, I think is crazy. The other idea that was discussed this weekend was about the idea that the government would force you to do it or go door to door, which I think is a separate issue. And Republicans are naturally sort of resistant to the idea that government would mandate you do anything, even take a vaccine. So to me, it's two separate items. I think the government mandate on taking it is one. But the idea that Americans are suckered into something, I mean, I would just remind my fellow Republicans, it was Donald Trump and his administration that pioneered Operation Warp Speed that led to the development of the vaccine as quickly as they did. So it's not like this is some sort of deep state or democratic coup here to get a vaccine to the market. People needed it, they wanted it, and we have it. And now anybody who wants it can get it. And again, as I said, my personal choice is to get it, and I think Republicans should get it.
From him. Let me go to a broader question here, and I want to stick with you, Scott. Is this weekend good for your party anymore? I mean, I went back and it tells you what my weekend was, watched some old Reagan speeches from CPAC about 30 years ago, and you could tell what the party was about, legislatively and politically. Now you've got a former president lying, got the Proud Boys with congressmen standing up and saying what we heard. Is this good for Republicans?
I'm not sure it has a material impact on the future of the party from an electoral perspective. I mean, I think it's a place where, you know, prospective presidential candidates roll out messages, test messages. Obviously, what the activists in that room want to hear is different than what you would run probably in a general election campaign in 2024. So I don't know that it has a material impact on our ability to win back the White House. I do think this: if we're going to run a campaign in 2024 based on the idea that the vaccine, you know, we were suckered into it, which, by the way, was, I think, Donald Trump's biggest triumph, development of the vaccine, or if we're going to run a 2024 campaign based on relitigating the 2020 election, which was also discussed, we are highly unlikely to win back, you know, sort of those former suburban Republican leaners that went towards Biden in the last election. I think we have a great chance to win the next two cycles, but we have to get back the entire coalition, and some of what I heard this weekend wouldn't be germane to meeting that obligation or goal.